the plan tonight is to assemble my injectors on my fuel rail and on the inside, on the intake side of the engine. So we have here everything we need. We have the injectors, we have the stock fuel rail I just painted, and we have the intake side. We also have the gaskets we need to assemble all of that when we are done in here. So I could install that first in here and then put the rail and injectors. But if I need to press the rail, I don't know, this is getting heavy, and as you see, this engine stand has support here and doesn't have support here. So I don't know, I just want to play on the safe side, you know what I mean? We need to be sure that this is clean in here. So I have some extra things in there. It is clean because I examined those things here a lot. What we need to do now, we need to put those in here, and the bar and the injectors. So we are going to put the injectors. Usually if you get the old injectors, let me put it like this because you have more light. If you get the old injectors and put them here, you see there's a little cut in here, and you see there's in here there's a little lip. So this cut and the lip, there is a clip, this clip in here, they clip it together so it doesn't move. So when you take the rail, it will all come out. This here doesn't fit because this guy here doesn't have the cut, so it won't fit. I called FIC and I asked him. They said that their injectors don't need it. When you put it here and you squeeze with the screw, it's going to stay in place. So that's what we are going to do. I just left in here because if I move the cap, it was a little wobbly, and when I put this here, it actually supports on the side, so I just left in there. It doesn't affect anything on how deep it goes, so I think we're good. So let's get started. So first thing, we gotta put the injectors here, and what's going to happen is they will point up, right? Because that's where the plugs will come from. So we can do like a nice thing and move the FIC this side, so when we install, we'll be able to see the FIC out there. So I'm gonna do that for all of them. We need to squeeze this guy until this part here, where are we? I'm trying to zoom. So this part here, this O-ring stays flush, stays level with my engine. So we do one, keep doing it. So this here is a little bit harder. We need to be sure that all the O-rings get down there. So let me try like this. So they're all there. Now you get your fuel rail, put in there. One. It looks like an easy task, but it's not quite. Okay, so in here, they're all done. Now they gotta go down there. So what I'm going to do, just to help my case here, and I put the screw in there, and now I'm going to push So now what you need is a 13mm and an extension. The reason is if I get my 13mm, which is long, I won't be able to fit it there, and I'm going to scratch everything. I don't want to do that. I mean, there's no reason why. So you get a shallow socket and an extension, and you go ahead and do it. So I have my bar, I have my injectors, they're all pointing that side. I need to, of course, finish tightening that and torque it properly. What we are going to do here, I'm just going to hand tight this guy, and I mean, I'm just gonna tie it all the way down, and once that is down, we are going to the engine, and I'm gonna tie it to the spec in there. So that's that. I have the gasket here, which came with the fel-pro. This side here is not used, so it goes nowhere. I'm doing this here, getting this, putting a screw here, and same thing on this side. So once 2 screws are there, I have enough to hold it in place until I put the other screws. Alright. Yeah, so down here is a 10mm. I also need the extension because I can't quite move around there. So let me get that. So let's go there. I have okay, so there's an extra screw that goes here. Was that here? So I put everything in a bag, and in this bag, this is the drawing, which says that this is the screw. So on that screw, I need to use this one that has a top like that. Okay. So now let's just start applying 17 foot-pound all around. I'm gonna do it in 3 rounds, and that will be 6. So that's it. This is the status for the night. It's super cold here. Check it out. Gotta have this here just to warm up a little bit so my feet doesn't freeze. Anyway, let's see if it's snowy. We'll suppose to snow tonight at 11 o'clock. And now it's probably 1:30. No. Oh yeah, it's snowing. Look at that. Ta-da-da-da. And right between here, the injectors, we have this one bracket that goes here. $13. Yep. So this goes here, just like that. I don't need to tie the crap out of it. Just tightening when it's tight enough. Just tighten a little further, and that's it. So the second part of the intake goes in here. So this here is exactly to support, I don't know if you can see, hang on, I think you can. Let me take my finger out of here. There's a screw right in here on this second part, and that bracket we just put in there is just going to hold that guy. So it's just one more connection. So we have 3 screws in here and this guy in there. I think I was supposed to have a gasket for this. I'm gonna research a little bit. I don't have it. Yeah, so it's something like this. I might need to either buy a gasket or make a ultra gray. So I got to make a snowman today. You saw yesterday it was snowing. Look at that. It's a very ugly day. I got the truck, got the fel-pro gasket, and actually didn't have a single gasket, the gasket I needed, so I ended up buying both, and it is pretty cheap anyway, but at least now I can finish that intake situation. And we are going to install the turbo side and be prepared to remove the rest of it. Look at the suburbs, how they look. This is actually very clean. I think I got a little warm, but I tried to drive the drift car and I didn't go very far. I might try again in a little bit, but let's finish this first. Alright, so tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and you know, start celebrating today, so that's why I'm wearing this. But I can't leave my garage alone. I got the gaskets I need. Actually I need one, but it came a couple, so I'm going to put it here, and I was just covering with this plastic so it didn't get dirt, dust, spiders, and anything. I washed this already. I already cleaned with a brake cleaner, so that will be a pretty much easy job. Just put the gasket and torque at 17 foot-pound. So let's do it. Alright, so 2 words that I love to use. This is the gasket. That's how it looks. It's made out of material that does not need any sealant, so you're not gonna use ultra gray or anything else. This kind of looks like paper, but I think it has some sort of metal in here. It's kind of cold. So I'm gonna put this guy right there, There is this port in here that we installed yesterday. It's not quite a port, it's a support. We are going to put this in there, and I'm going to tie this one here. So just need to be sure that the gasket will stay in place. There you go. These screws are here. I put everything in the bags when I disassemble it. We are going to, okay, that's a weird angle, but all these screws gotta come from the bottom. They don't work from the top. Try the two corners. It will align. Okay. And surprisingly, we have two more. You might need the adapter also in here, which is going to help you. And that's it. So this is finally done. It's getting together. You can see he looks nice already. This is the some sensor delete, and apparently there's a filter goes in here. Not quite sure if I'll need this because I have the AM ECU. I had a bubble in here, so I need to do a quick touch. I need to get the two bolts from that car, and then I'll be able to tie this guy. And I guess next thing will be we are going to put the turbo in there. So the manifold is here, and then we have the everything I need is up there. So I have the wastegate, I have the turbo right there, I have a Garrett and another one. I'm gonna use the Garrett for now. Even this pipe here, down pipe. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoy doing this because, man, it's almost ready. I'm kind of I guess you can install the throttle body and all that stuff, and hit the like button if you like. Subscribe to my channel. There's much more to come. It's just snowing outside, so I'm planning to go out and hang out, do some have some fun with the drift car. Anyway, subscribe to my channel, give me a hand, and if I don't post any other video, Merry Christmas 2018. This is it, I think it's 23 right now. It's not 24th yet because it's not midnight, but Merry Christmas. Later.